never, ever, ever, ever overthink anything. Like that's basically like that gets you pretty far in terms of just projecting the NBA playoffs. Maybe it won't create the most amount of valuable bets, but there also aren't like that many valuable bets to be created in NBA futures markets at the end of the year because like you know who always wins? One of the really, 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 really good teams. You know who they play in the finals? Another really, 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 really good team. Um, so I try not to overthink it too much. And like if I just look at the body of work for this season, and I understand like there's a Brooklyn conversation that will exist almost in a different stratosphere than this one, or a different setting than this one, but just the body of work from all teams this year. If I look at every past champion for like 5 decades, the only team that makes any sense is Phoenix. They're just the only ones that make any sense at all, like as to win the championship. Doesn't mean other teams can't win. There's like a probability of all these things happening, obviously, but just that's where I'm at right now. They are historically awesome. They were historically awesome the entire season. They're great at everything. There is not a mismatch or potential matchup that would ever scare you. They have the tools to dismantle, I think, a lot of the teams that they're going to play specifically in their path. They just check every box. Like, what are you worried about with them? Chris Paul getting hurt for the 900th time would probably be the first thing that comes to the top of the list, basically. They just check every box. So, like, I know the market obviously, like, expects that. Like, Phoenix is even money to win the West. I would be very, very, very surprised at this point if they did not win the Western Conference. And the way I'm almost kind of approaching it right now, and I haven't bet anything into these markets yet, but I might, is all right, who do I think the Suns' opponent will be, basically, in the finals? I think you can make a case for a lot of teams. Now, historically, just like using those guide points for teams to win their conference, you could expand the list like pretty large here, actually. Heat, Celtics, Bucks, Sixers all make a ton of sense. Even the Nets, like if the Nets just won more, if you look at the Nets with like everybody playing or just Durant playing, let's use that as actually the blueprint. If it's just like the Nets were a team that played 82 games and Durant played, then the Nets check every box.